They need something to blow people up.
Is Queen a hero?
I mean, they banned the Invoker themselves.
What else does he play that bursts?
Because they were worried, making sure he has.
Do you mind if I come in and just kind of interrupt your flow a bit? Oh, are you almost dead? Hey, how's it going?
Oh, he's dead.
Yep, boom! See you later. First blood. My name's Misery. Welcome to the game.
And I'm
Who is constantly getting like someone over his shoulder everywhere he goes to find CS. A battle for the Arcane Rune, and it's going to be Misery who is there first to snag him right in the face of No Fear here. It's going to lead to a takedown of Wii, so very nice nod for Friends. Base was void, he likes to
and
the Diffusal Manta.
And Blaze mentioned about the Vanguard build on AM, and generally I don't really like it that much. Oh, here comes the Void. He's going to get disarm.
But that disarm lasts a little bit, not long enough. Only level 1.
Oh, the stomp!
Nope, not good enough. Takes him down, and now they're going to follow-up. Saksa here tries to hide within the trees, dilated, but they are going to be able to find him. He goes down, Aloha Dance time walks right back out from there, and they'll be able to...
Their Temple, Blink Lasso, then Dragonite. They get a kill with Dragonite, and they get a tower. That's mostly what they want to do. Oh, here comes the roll in again. They get the kick onto Weeha. No chrono though, just the time dilation.
This time they have enough horsepower that they'll be able to bring down the Dragonite. One in lane, holding his ground, but creep wave is pushed under the tower, makes it a bit of an awkward approach. DC decide to go for it, and G gets caught within his own creeps, leads to the stomp. They're going to try to nuke him down with the help of the Purifying Flames, and then they'll get the right click there.
They almost messed up, oh my god.
He hit Oracle who could pop it easily. I mean, it really is the Lincoln's end-all be-all for one of your late-game cores in this game.
Oh, here we go again.
Who's in trouble? False Promise helps keep him alive, but Audience is there. Chrono will catch both him and Saska, so they can try to clean out both. Moon ate a lot of damage, so I don't think that False Promise is going to keep him alive. It certainly does not. He gets dropped, but look at this. DC on the comeback here. Mana Void not going to be enough. Aloha Dance Surge, he's running away, and he eats his way through a tree. It looks like he'll head north to make it away to safety, while the rest of Friends also look to evacuate. Always want to fly, not going to be so fortunate. The Vengeful Spirit will go down. And this turn,
they sort of didn't get too much advantage of the early game, but they scaled very well into the late game. Misery.
Awkward cross between two teams here. Misery will be spotted. There's a stun, a laser, and that burst is going to lead to G getting.
They were trying Aghanim.
And they get their Ags, but do you consider getting a sooner sheep stick? Let's say in this
he might actually get caught here.
Whatever he decides to get, it might be prolonged as he drops down the march. Spear's going to spot him out. Boo blinks in. He's got the rope. Ties him up, pulls him back right into the Breath of Fire, and it's going to finish him off. They'll get the follow-up kill potentially for Always Want to Fly, and DC will make it 2, but Magnetize is now out. They quickly split and jump in from Aloha Dance. We'll catch just Misery with the chrono here.
He was greedy.
And they can't even get him down. That's going to be a false promise for Misery. He puts out the stomp and he runs the back away, but nope, they got the burst potential. Yogu vacuums him back in. He'll go down. Saska will make his own retreat, but it's still a 3-for-1 trade for DC at the moment. And there's going to be the pop, and that makes it 4. Oh, it's not going to get any easier here. Digital Chaos making their advancement. Will they make it 5 all day? Yes, they will. They will grab a hold of...
He was greedy with that Chrono Dakota. Tinker beating when you catch him. And Darkseid can push out one of the lanes. Because Darkseid and Tinker can always push out 2 lanes.
He's dead. I don't think he needed to magnetize for that.
They find him again. I mean, he's just trying to place down some wards. I think they know it. They're picking in. But can they find the ward?
I don't think so. Well, Resolution, who is in the neighborhood, stops in for a visit to say hi to Always Want to Fly here.
Here comes the Batman.
And look at that. On the other side, Wee's there. The Bat's here. The whole DC crew happy to jump in from behind this tier 2 and be able to get the ball rolling. And they will quickly take down a couple of...
Roshan at some point.
Because that's what you do when you're winning Dota.
Yeah, of course.
They get that tier 2.
You know what Dakota does? He just continues to farm the jungle, and Misery again getting caught out.
Top lane takes that brute force from Friends, and now Friends gonna find their way out without losing too much for it. Aloha Dance and Yoku. Well, Aloha Dance has been the one locked down here, and they will burst him down. Saska with his Oracle being able to kind of do serious work with these Purifying Flames and securing some wonderful KS kills. But DC don't give anything free to Friends.
He's just making sure no one escapes. Don't call it KS. Come on.
In any case, would be a great start for Darkseer if he has only the jungle to work with, but he was getting harassed by Misery, and it was just a tough time. Bottom lane though, Aloha Dance, he might get a freebie here for Moo. There's the chrono time dilation, and he gets enough right clicks in that he'll be able to get the job done. Now can he get away with his faceless life? I don't think so.
Yes, he can.
Oh, he can. He gets some help coming in. Always Want to Fly. Swaps him back into safety, and now the Magnetize comes out from No Fear. Will be the best fight for Friends if they can follow through. They're looking for Weeha here. Magnetize continues to just muscle its way through, but he's got enough tankiness that he can shrug this one off.
Nope, here comes AM, Mana Boy.
And
Can he find a good target?
Wall's going to be dropped right now. Weehaw keeps him back, and Saksa's looking to clean up the rest here. DC waited long enough. There's going to be the big bump, and it's a double kill right away. All right, well, any hope for friends? Or did he?
He did.
I mean, I didn't see that was the reason it kept him alive. I mean, I guess, but there's the jump in. They pull him back. Dilation from Moo here. Fate's Edict, but not enough burst. They're even going to give him a false promise, so he's totally good. They try to change course. They go for Wii. Wii could be bursted down here. Everyone feels like it takes so much to finally bring them down. And DC will just walk away with who's alive if possible. Saksa, though, I don't think so. He'll try to keep it alive. Fate's Edict and Self-Purifying Flames. He's running. Can somebody get a stun on this guy or something? Okay, there we go. Chrono waits for Moo to step in. We'll catch both of them. They'll get the one kill on Saksa fast. There's another wall going to be committed. They're rolling for Moo. They'll get that kill too. Suddenly things are being strung together for friends. Then we would see like EG run at Shanghai.
They are not moving, so they are not going to check. They're not going to be there in time anyway, so DC gets a free rush.
Onto that friends are going to be off doing their own thing, but with most of friends missing off the map, DC are a little hesitant to cross the river.
Whoop, Weeha running into Yoku.
Yep, taking some damage here, and they think about making a move in, but No Fear is right behind. Meanwhile, Aloha Dance will isolate Weeha with the Chrono just for him, while the Magnetize flies through the rest of the DC squad. They'll step back and try to... So.
I mean, you could see why, like...
oh, they might lose him, though.
She has Lincolns, though.
Okay. Lincoln's is popped now. And then they lasso with her, so there's your Lincolns. He goes down, so swift pick for DC, just as we're getting ready to praise friends in their faces void.
I mean, you could see why, like, lasso and then Dragon Knight stun. Because you were asking earlier why players actually go for Lincoln on void.
Well, I said the obvious reason is, yeah, because you got a Bat Rider on the other team and it could fluster him a bit, but I'm, you know, for a void in this kind of position, you want to see CKB, turn around, move in, G, he's gonna get crushed. He goes down, and now it's friends on the run.
He baited him so hard for that kill.
Lots of magnetized damage for No Fear. Actually, it looks like it'd be a lot of damage, but it's still being level 1, and I'm pretty sure someone on DC has a pipe. They'll be able to or not Dragon Knight, Darkseer, to be able to hold the high ground, but they have 2 on the sidelines waiting. They do have buybacks, but you don't want to be spending that kind of money now. Certainly not on your Tinker, so let's see what friends can do to kind of hold without them.
Yep, Chrono.
Yep. Okay, Lincoln's pop. Chrono. It's behind. Look out behind you. There's a Chrono. DC don't want to do anything about it, though. They head in front of the wall instead. And now without that to worry about, they'll easily be able to take him down. They get the follow-up takedown, and with Resolution poking down and taking down Always Want to Fly.
To his defense, I think he was expecting the Dark King to vacuum them there, but they vacuumed another
I saw the vacuum, but yeah, it was not where the Chrono was. So there definitely was a bit of a misfire. We could chalk it up to the fact that, again, you know, these teams don't, the friends in particular probably, you know, not screwing
They're just friends, you know.
They're just friends playing Dota, guys. Would you have expected your pub Darkseer to land that vacuum? Nonetheless, it doesn't look like friends are going to be a hold this one. It is just 1 set of racks.
Just like when I pub in Dakota, I don't expect him to buy wards.
Why? I buy wards all the time. You're just flat out lying now. You are lying.
No, you don't.
That's all I'm good for is the wards. I know that. Racks are down. DC now head to the north. What is the response from friends? Well, they're going to have no Tinker for 45 seconds first, so pretty much all this Rack's defense. Pretty sure they committed most of their stones and everything there. It's just they're going to have to take this one on the chin and head to the lower bracket, while DC will take their advancement into the second round.
Here comes the void with Lincolns.
He's here. He's almost dead. He managed to swap away and get a time walk off. Always Want to Fly will hand over his own life for it. He doesn't get back over here though. Fight Always Want or Aloha Dance. I don't like that they're on the same team now, Winner. It's very confusing.
How about Ice, and Ice and Ice on the same team?
That would be wonderful.
For you.
That's as far as he'll go. Oh, a nice little bash here for you. I was going to say they were trying to be a bit forgiving there, but Weehaw commits in, trying to get the finish hit. Walks himself into a bit of trouble. Now gets healed up. Can't attack yet because the phase is still there. Finally will be able to get it through and they'll get the takedown. Godlike right now for Resolution when I say he's worthless now, but when to see him go from what many consider like demigod status, you know, ban him right away, don't even put him in captain's mode to, you know, now he just casually shows up from time to time.
Oh, Tinker.
Yeah, he gets caught from behind. snagged up, pulled back. Bullet Smash is going to miss. He goes right through the flames and into Deadville, where he'll be out of this fight for 60 seconds without a buyback. So this is DC's chance to really put a cool down on this game. Weehaw trying to be the gatekeeper here in the bottom lane as he just clusters friends from behind the racks. Him and Aloha Dance going to a bit of a one-on-one. Aloha Dance going to commit the chrono. Catches 3, 4, 5 actually technically. Yeah, but will a follow-up be there? It looks like they might be able to bring down Misery right under the wall. Wee eating a lot of damage. Has to get the false promise to stay alive. No, he's back at full life. How wonderful is that?
He has a freaking pike.
Oh, they move in. They'll burst down Aloha Dance. He's out. 60 seconds. No buyback for him. Still waiting for G to make his return for about 15 seconds. But that's going to be the racks, and once you believe it, that's going to be the game 2. DC take game number 2. They take the series 2-0. Friends go to the lower bracket, and DC move on.
Yeah, pretty straightforward stuff. Like DC is just overall the much better team in the series, and you know, Friends, they are very apparent that there's not much practice in the team. They're just playing for fun. There's not much motivation for them to win, you know. So DC just outclassed them, basically.
Fair enough, winner. Sounds good. And with that, DC will get prepared for their next potential matchup, and we'll see more from Friends in the lower bracket.